I'm always exhausted, Joe told his shrink. Every night I dream I'm driving a truck from Houston to Chicago, and every morning I wake up dead tired. The doctor said, beginning tonight when you're dreaming, stop in Tulsa and I'll drive the rest of the way to Chicago. It worked perfectly. A week later, Joe's friend Fred told him, every night I dream all night long that I'm being forced to sexually satisfy four beautiful starlets. It's killing me. Joe recommended the shrink. The next time he saw Fred, Joe asked how it worked. Oh, he took the girls away all right, but now every night I dream I'm driving a truck from Tulsa to Chicago. A curious little boy looked up at his blonde mom and asked, Mom, do you pee when you sleep? His mom smiled and replied, No, honey, I don't. Why do you ask? With a puzzled expression, the boy leaned in and whispered, Then why does Dad always take off your pajamas when you're sleeping? A small church out in the country developed a problem when squirrels moved into the attic. They were chewing holes in the insulation and building nests, rotting the soffits and making a lot of noise and generally being a nuisance. The people didn't quite know what to do, as no one was really in favor of killing the small creatures. One afternoon, while the congregation was having supper on the ground outside the church, a deacon said to the pastor that he had an idea. Let's take them all down to the river and baptize them. That way we'll only see them twice a year at Christmas and Easter. A senior lady was running late for bingo and driving 65 in a 40 miles per hour zone when a cop pulled her over. Ma'am, may I see your license? He asked. She calmly replied, Sorry, officer. I had it revoked 2 years ago for drunk driving. The officer frowned. Then can I see your registration? She said, I stole this car, and the owner is dead in the trunk. The officer shouted, Ma'am, don't move, and call for backup. Minutes later, the chief of police arrived with half the squad. Ma'am, may I see your license? The chief demanded. Of course, officer. She smiled sweetly and handed it over. It was perfectly valid. Can I see the registration? He pressed. She reached into the glove box and produced it. Also a legitimate document. Finally, the chief ordered the trunk opened, and it was completely empty. The woman turned, pointed her finger at the first cop, and said, And I'll bet this darn liar told you I was speeding too. Morris, a lively 82-year-old grandfather, went to the clinic for his routine annual physical. A week later, his doctor was driving downtown when he spotted Morris strolling down the sidewalk. The old man looked happier than ever, walking arm in arm with a breathtakingly beautiful, glamorous young woman. At Morris's follow-up appointment the next month, the doctor smiled and said, Well, Morris, I saw you out on the town the other day. I must say, you seem to be doing exceptionally well for your age. Morris grinned from ear to ear, winking at the physician. I'm just doing exactly what you prescribed, Doc. You explicitly told me to go out, grab myself a hot mama, and stay cheerful. The doctor froze, his jaw dropping in total shock. He buried his face in his hands, let out a massive laugh, and gasped. Morris, that is absolutely not what I said. I said you have a heart murmur, so be careful. A farm boy accidentally flipped his entire wagon load of wheat right in the middle of the road. A neighbor who lived nearby heard the crash and came out to see what the hell happened. Hey, Willis, the neighbor called out. Stop stressing over this shit for a while and come have a massive dinner with us. Once we're stuffed, I'll help you flip this heavy a holy of a wagon back over. Willis looked at the overturned wagon, then back at the neighbor and stammered, That's very nice of you, sir, but I really don't think my dad would like me to do that. Ah, come on, you jerk, the farmer insisted. A 1-hour break isn't going to kill anyone. Let's go. Well, okay, the boy finally agreed, looking nervous as hell. But I'm telling you, Dad is seriously not going to like it. After a hearty, delicious dinner, Willis wiped his mouth and thanked the host. I feel a lot better now, but man, I just know Dad's going to be absolutely livid. Don't be a damn fool, the neighbor laughed, patting him on the back. Your old man will understand. By the way, where the fuck is he anyway? At the house. Willis looked at him with a deadpan expression and replied, No, he's still under the wagon. 15 minutes into a packed flight from Kansas City to Toronto, the captain's voice comes over the intercom, sounding calm as hell. Ladies and gentlemen, one of our engines has just failed. There is absolutely nothing to worry about. This shit happens. Our flight will just take an hour longer than scheduled, but we still have 3 perfectly fine engines left. 30 minutes later, the intercom clicks on again, and the captain sighs. Folks, one more engine has failed. The flight is going to take an additional 2 hours now. But don't worry, you jerks. We can fly just fine on 2 engines. An hour passes, and the captain sounds a little stressed now. Okay, listeners, a 3rd engine has just failed. Our arrival will be delayed another 3 hours. But keep your pants on. We still have 1 engine left. A young blonde passenger sitting in coach turns to the guy in the next seat, looking absolutely annoyed, and remarks, "Oh, for the love of God. If we lose that last fucking engine, we're going to be stuck up here all day, Skull." The guy next to her probably unbuckled his seatbelt and jumped out of the plane right then and there. What a total asshole move by gravity. 2 explorers were trekking through a remote jungle when they were captured by a hostile tribe. Before they could even negotiate, they were tossed into a massive iron cauldron filled with cold water. The tribe lit a roaring fire underneath and walked away to prepare for their feast. As the water began to simmer and the steam rose, the situation looked grim. But suddenly, one of the explorers burst into a fit of hysterical, uncontrollable laughter. His partner looked at him in total horror, sweating from the heat. "Have you completely lost your mind? We are literally being boiled alive. They're going to eat us for dinner. What on earth could possibly be funny right now?" The laughing explorer wiped a tear from his eye, leaned over, and whispered, "I just peed in this soup." A man visits Russia for a month. He enjoyed everything there for the first few weeks, the vodka, the cathedrals, even the people there. It was only towards the final week that he realized things started to get a bit strange. Everyone he sees have much stronger arm muscles by the end of the month than the start of it. He asks a man whether it's normal to see this. "Not really, but it's reasonable," the man replied. "Some people from Ghana came here recently to do a special funeral celebration, and in return, as per Russian tradition since they carried the people, all people in Russia carried them back." Vice Executive: "We really should stop testing our products on children." Senior Executive: "If we didn't test our products on these poor kids, how would we truly know if they're fit for purpose? It's just quality control." Vice Executive: "But sir, we manufacture landmines."